For sure, for sure.
Okay, my bad. Let me just redo that question, just because that sound came in and it was like, cling.
Yeah,
so I don't want to fuck with it. So, all right. So who would you say?
Why don't you turn your ringer off?
There you go.
Good with you guys. This is Tank Talk, back with another episode. Now I got my boy Too Far in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. You already know what's popping and percolating with it, man. You feel me? What I'm talking about? It's your boy Too Far. That's TOOF into the AR. Hey, y'all, how you doing? And yes, it's still Jungle Zone to the world, blow to the casket and passion, man. You can follow me on Instagram at _TOOFAR_.
Now, what's good with you, my boy?
Shit,
now, you already know, like, I know you on a personal note, but you feel me? Like, I let the people know who you are, like, what's your story, you know what I mean? Like, how you come up.
Oh, man, I grew up in Milpitas, you know what I mean? I was born in the Philippines, moved out here when I was 1.
Oh, okay.
My childhood that I remember is in Milpitas, you know what I mean? Milpitas, California. That's where I grew up. My family came here trying to escape poverty, you feel me? But it wasn't like that, you know what I mean? I grew up, you know, family had to do what they had to do, you know? So I grew up seeing a lot of shit by the time I was 10 years old that most 10-year-olds wouldn't see.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Growing up in the slums of Milpitas, you feel me? I'm not gonna sit here and say Milpitas is hella grimy and ghetto, but every city got their ghetto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just happen to come from mine.
That's for sure, that's right. But at least, you know what I mean, at least you're repping it, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, you gotta intake that shit, because if you don't, I mean, a lot of people just try to move out, you know what I mean, and be like, I never been there, I never been from there, but then it's like, everybody has that story.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, now, how has your story shaped you, who you are today?
Who I am today, man, just seeing everything, just seeing how my family grew up, you know what I mean, how I came up, and just seeing the struggles that we done gone through, and just knowing that that's not a life that we want to be in forever. You know what I mean? So as we got a little older, started making changes in our lives, you feel me? So that's one thing I'll always do, I'll always remember, is I'll never forget where I came from. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, all the trials and tribulations you've gone through, everything good or bad, it made you who you are today.
No, yeah, for sure. Like,
because every decision that you make in life has a reaction and a consequence or whatever, but every single thing you've gone through makes you who you are.
Yeah, like you got to go through stuff to really learn and progress from it.
Exactly, and that's what a lot of people forget. You know what I mean? A lot of people will sit here, my past won't define me, Actually, your past does define you. Because it was those things that you've gone through that made you move differently. You know what I mean? The past is not my final destination. That's just something I got through, I had to go through to get to where I want to go to. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I feel that. Now my next question is, how long have you been an artist? You know what I mean?
How long have I been an artist? I guess I've really been fucking with music since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I started off writing poems in elementary school. Started writing lyrics when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old. And then throughout all high school, early adulthood, you know, I've always been in tune with music. I met my team, JZP, probably like 6-7 years ago almost.
Oh, okay.
So about 7 years ago, because my son was 1 when I met them, or about to be 1. And then from there, started messing with the team, dropped a song, got quiet. So I truthfully wouldn't say I became an actual full-on artist until the end of 2018, for real.
Okay, so that's when you were like really pushing it after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
What are some of the obstacles you overcame from, you know, pursuing music and really taking it serious?
Man, honestly, a lot of obstacles, you feel me, was just time. Time was a major thing. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure I take care of home base before I can invest in all this. You know what I mean? Which why I said 2018 is when I really became an artist, because I started focusing more on music, and then a lot of things, you know, just finding beats. And then next thing you know, once I started really dropping music, producers started tapping in with me. You know what I mean? And then studio time definitely was a big thing for me for a little bit, and then that got out the way, so I was able to get in the studio, record. Honestly, like that's really what the main thing was, though. Music, Was just trying to find the time with everything else going on.
No, yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
Just finding time because your life is just busy as it is.
Exactly.
I mean, like you got
Exactly.
your family, you got your work. You know what I mean? Like you can't juggle everything and do rap at the same time. I know it's
you feel me? I ain't
hard.
gonna sit here and lie like a nigga. I'm out here trapping all day, every day.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now I make my little moves here and there. You feel me? But I'm a working man.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
I got a job. You feel me? I got 2 kids I gotta raise. You feel
So
me?
there you go. See, that's funny because that comes to my next question. What keeps you motivated?
My kids.
There you
know what
go,
I mean? My
see?
kids, they're my motivation. You feel me? Like ever since my oldest was born, like I completely tried to turn my life around. You know what I mean? Started moving a lot smarter and stuff like that. And you know, last month in December, I decided I was gonna quit music. You feel me? But then I was like, you know, I tell my kids they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
As long as they keep striving for it. And I don't want my kids growing up thinking that they gotta live a certain way. So
Yeah.
if you got dreams you want to accomplish it, go for it.
Yeah,
So
no, yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm here. I'm trying to show my kids that you don't gotta listen to the normality of society. You
No,
feel me?
yeah.
At the end of the day, we're all different. We're all unique. You just gotta find what you love and go for it.
For sure, yeah. Or it's like it's hard to find something that really motivates you and keeps you like motivated to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some people won't have kids, and what keeps them going is, you know what I mean, their family. You know what I mean? And they're the ones who push them and try to guide them to success than
honestly,
failure.
And honestly, too, it's not just the kids, it's everybody. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I said, when I decided I was gonna quit music, I had a lot of people tapping in with me, telling me, nah, keep coming with it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
honestly, just the fact that I actually was able to create a fan base, kind of, you feel me, and people really tuning into my music and relating to my stories and everything that I say, like that actually keeps me going too. Cause it's like, oh shit, people really want to hear this.
Yeah, and I'm one of you motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I'll hit you up and be like, yo, bro, you
That's why I'm
talking
here.
crazy, bro. Now, my next one is, how do you plan for rest and self-care? Like, because everyone needs that time just to get that breather in, you know what I mean?
Shit, to be honest with you, man, I don't really plan for that.
Nah, it's
Nah, man, ever since I was a kid, you know, my mind's always been on a million, running around, you know what I mean? So honestly, as much as I try, my mind won't let me sleep until like late. I get about 3 to 4 hours of sleep every day.
Damn.
I try to change it up, man, you feel me? But it's just, I'm always on the go, I'm always on the move, gotta do something, gotta make something happen. So, you know, the way I look at it, sleep is for the rich.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We ain't got time. We all got 24 hours in a day. We got to make the most of every second, every minute. You know what I mean? So I try to rest as much as I could, but my self-care is like at the end of the day when I'm finally relaxed, I'll smoke a little bit, you know what I mean, and just chill, and then go from there. But for the most part, man, my mind is on a million.
I understand that, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, because you got 2 kids, you know what I mean? I have that, I don't have any. I don't have any kids, actually.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't understand of having 2 kids, like, you got to take care of. Like, it's just hard because, like, my mind is just, like, I have that free time more often in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I understand that because, you know, kids, you know, they be running around doing their thing and
Well, yeah, I mean,
try to keep up.
They live with their mom, you know what I mean? But I get them on the weekends when we can. But for the most part, like that, I'm working, you know, and then we live in the Bay Area, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard as it is just to fucking pay rent.
Exactly. So you gotta be able to make sure you're making shit happen. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like I said, I'm just focused on what I gotta accomplish at the end of the day. You know, I take it every day. I'm looking to the future, but taking it step by step, day by day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't get caught up into I gotta do this. I gotta make it happen. You feel me? I'm gonna make it happen. I just gotta start with today first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what happens when people start getting anxious and stressed out because they're thinking of what they want to do and how bad they got to do it versus, okay, I'm going to make it happen as long as I accomplish today and then the next day and then the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, my next question is, what do you wish to accomplish this year?
This year, just really come back and just really just start dropping more music.
Yeah.
You know, in 2020, I was real quiet. You know, with COVID happening and like I said, focus on everything else I gotta focus on. So this coming year, 2021, start dropping more music, more music videos. You feel me? Because when I first kicked back in, like I said, end of 2018, started recording, started dropping music. 2019 was a year for me, for real. Started dropping music videos, songs, started getting booked, started doing hella shows, you know what I mean? And then I dropped my first EP November of last year, 2019. And then, yeah, like I said, COVID happened in 2020, kind of like slowed me down.
No, yeah, it slowed everybody down.
I had hella shows, but you know, when COVID hit, boom, I was like, oh, damn.
Nah, COVID definitely fucked everyone up.
Sure.
Now, what matters now than a year ago? I mean, like, because COVID, you know what I mean, wasn't a thing, like, until the half of the year.
Yeah, at the end of the day, what matters now from a year ago, you feel me, is just staying healthy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you feel me? I know I want to do this music shit, you feel me? But at the end of the day, we gotta stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure everybody's doing their part. Cause yeah, in December my kids actually tested positive.
Oh shit,
yeah,
okay.
You feel me? They got a little sick, you know what I mean? They good now, you feel me? But yeah, at the end of the day, health.
Yeah.
2020 took a lot of lives. You feel me? Due to COVID and other situations and shit like that. So at the end of the day, just the most important thing right now is living life and cherishing every moment you get with your loved ones.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You feel me? And making sure you living life doing what you love at the same time.
Because when COVID came, you had no clue what it was, and we had to do the tests and try to figure out what it is before we could start trying to come up with a cure.
Exactly.
And so
hopefully with this vaccine coming out, everything will be straight.
Now, everyone has a struggle, but what would you say is your biggest struggle right now? Like, some people, you know what I mean, it's trying to write, right on the spot. Like, if someone came to you and was like, yo, get on this track with me, and like you had to write right there on the spot, it's kind of like, I don't know, what's yours?
Honestly, that's not a struggle for me. You know what I mean? I'm pretty good at writing. You know what I mean? A lot of the writing I do is on the spot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, as far as like when I go and I feature with somebody, we'll go in the lab and then play the beat, come up with the topic, and then we'll write. You know what I mean? So that's typically what we do a lot. Right now, my biggest struggle probably would be, like I said, I just lost focus in the music. You know what I mean? Just with everything going on. So I think right now my biggest struggle is just bringing back the focus and then not letting everything else in life take me away from that. You feel me? Instead of using that and cutting music away, I'm gonna use that to drive the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My biggest struggle right now, honestly, is just focusing on what's important to me. And
no, yeah, for sure.
Because with everything going on, I've just been focused on everybody else, making sure everybody else is straight. So yeah, that's it. For me, it's just focus, man. You know what I mean? I've been out of focus for a minute.
I mean, I know it's hard from really dedicating your time into your music and then stopping and then trying to pick it back up, because everyone was trying to tune out or forget about you, but then when you come back, they're like, oh yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
So my next question is, who can you go to for guidance? Like, who's that person that's gonna always tell you what it is? You know what I mean? Because like me, I always say like, I need someone better than a role model, because a role model is just trying to play that role. You feel me? So like, who do you have to like just kind of go to and you can really tell them some shit?
Honestly, like I said, I don't really talk to too many people. I don't really like to let too many people know what's going on inside my head. But I'm learning to talk to more people and shit like that. But one of my go-tos would probably be my best friend. You feel me? My nigga Sergio, that's like my right-hand man. You feel me? My brother since the sandbox, 5 years old type. You feel me?
Okay, so
yeah, we chop it up. You feel me? And every time, I'm feeling a little down about something, you feel me? He wake me up. You know what I mean? He get me back in my mode. Him and my older brothers, for sure, my older brothers. You know, my brothers, when they see me moving a little different, they'll come holler at me, let me know and bring me back. There's actually a lot of people. You feel me? A lot of people that offer their guidance, but like I said, I just be so enclosed and shit. But those are like some people that for sure. When they tell me something, I'm like, alright, yeah, you right.
Okay, so yeah, see, because everyone has that. Like, you know what I mean? Like me, I have my older cousin. You know what I mean? He's been taking care of, me and my brothers and everything since we were like fucking born.
Yeah.
Like, but I really, salute to him, because if it wasn't for him, I don't even know what I'd be doing right now. To be real.
I heard that.
But now with that is, what advice would you give to your younger self, if you can? Like, is there something like you could have done differently to kind of maybe put you in the right path towards music, or a better path towards it?
Honestly, every time I get this question, it's hard for me to answer. You know what I mean? Just for the simple fact that, like we said earlier,
Yeah.
every decision we've made us who we are right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every time I get asked that question, what would you have done differently, or what would you tell your younger self to do that? I always think like, if I did something differently then,
it kind of changes who you are
it
today.
changes who I am today. You feel me? I could have went down a different path. You feel me? Versus what I am right now. So that's actually a hard question for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think about that shit all the time now. Playing basketball. I wanted
Today, Junior.
try to make it to the NBA. I ain't gonna sit here in front.
Yeah.
You feel me? I love basketball and music. You feel me? Two things I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. In high school, I stopped playing basketball.
Yeah.
You feel me? Coach wanted me on the team and everything, but I stopped playing. You feel me? So I can make a little bit of money. But then I always think if I stuck with basketball, I don't know if my kids that I have right now would be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I wasn't playing basketball, so I met certain people and stuff like that. So that question always, it's a hard one for me to answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't regret nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one thing I never did. I don't regret nothing, because to regret is to dwell on the negatives of the past. You feel me? But you gotta take, like I said, the negatives that you went through is why you have all these positives today.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so that's a question I really always have trouble answering, you feel me? Because like I said, tell my younger self, if I could tell my younger self one thing, that could have altered the whole rest of my life. You know what I mean? Depending on where I am right now.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that question is hard because it's like, really, who you are today made you from all the mistakes you made.
Exactly.
So it's like, you could tell yourself not to do this, not to do that, and it totally changes a person. So like, if you would have said to fucking focus more on basketball, then you won't be rapping. You probably wouldn't have your kids until later on.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you'd be just pursuing like basketball. Like that was your thing.
For sure.
But I mean, I totally understand that. And hey, that was my last question. You feel me? Now, I like to throw in a little, you know what I mean, a little crazy ball right there at the end. Now, if there's one person you could hook up with, famous or not, whatever, who would it be?
Damn, son.
Because mine's Mariah Carey. Like, and I'm talking about young Mariah Carey, not, you know what I mean, a little crackle voice now. Like, everyone's trying to, you know what I mean, make fun of her because of that. But I'm talking about young Mariah Carey, like, touch my body kind of Mariah Carey.
No cap. One celebrity I for sure would hook up with, Tatiana Ali.
See, that's another one.
Ashley Banks from the Fresh Prince. What? Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, she may be like my top 10, you know what I mean? Like, but she was totally like growing up watching the show.
Oh,
and just
yeah.
like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I was young into it. I was like, okay, she's cool. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, her for sure.
all right, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. You really know about a person by the girl you want to, you feel me? But hey, this is Tank Talk. Too far. Let them know like everything got going on. You feel me?
Like I said, man, I've been real quiet, but stay tuned. You feel me? 2021, we coming back with it. Not just me, my team coming with it. My nigga G Dirty dropping his My Team album. My nigga Kings, we finna come back. You know what I'm saying? Just wait on it. You feel me? Like I said, I've been real quiet, but I actually already got some shit in the vault. You feel me? So just wait on it. We coming back. 2021. Jungle's on to the world, love to the casting and passion.
So there you go. Stay tuned with him. Keep an eye out for his new music and his whole team. You feel me? Because it ain't just one person. But hey, till the next episode.
Man, I miss going dumb. I miss having fun. I miss partying all night until we see the sun.